Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sabyasachi Dasgupta and I am involved in research at Globsyn. In fact, my first responsibility is to tell all of you that you should be safe and secured at home and not venture out and enjoy yourself. Be at home, spend time meaningfully like you are doing, watching basically, research, talk done by me. So that is how you should spend some meaningful time with your family and do some constructive work. In fact, Corona has spread like a pandemic and it has become a worldwide issue and we have to cater to that. However, the arduous question that comes in basically suggests, from where did this corona come? In fact, this particular coronavirus was never heard before in the human history. We have always been sneezing and coughing, but never before this word corona has come in our lexicon anytime. Has any one of you done a research to understand from where it came? Has any one of you tried to understand which possible media platforms are speaking the truth? Have any one of you tried to understand where the coronavirus is going in terms of its forecast and what will it lead to? In fact, if you have done any of this, you have done nothing else but research. In fact, the first one is doing research in a historical way, trying to understand the coronavirus. The second one is a media research, where you try to understand the sources and credibility of media news and the power and politics therein. In the third one, you are basically doing a forecasting research in terms of understanding how this particular trajectory of coronavirus is taking people to what level and whether it is actually going down in terms of the people affected or not. See, you have done research already if any of you have done any of these kinds. In fact, there would be one particular person in your group who would say, I know it just more than you. And you would wonder, how did this person know? You would be jealous about that person knowing something more than you. But this person would always say that this I know more. Let's turn the table and let's think about you as that particular person who knows more than the other. How do you feel? Great. In fact, why did the other person know more? It is because this other person has done some research on that particular topic which you have not. Basically, that curious mind which says the whys behind the whys. The whys behind why this particular thing happens is a critical bent of mind that needs to be understood. It is very interesting to understand what is happening in other people's life. It is very interesting to understand why things are happening the way they are happening. So basically, research is that inquisitive mind which always asks these curious questions, why, and tries to understand the what's behind the whys. Isn't it simple? People basically try to glamorize and glorify research and said, look, we are researchers. And this has happened a lot of times. When I go and give my introduction in classes and I say, I have done doctorate so and so, people look at me and say, oh my God, this must be a serious guy doing some good research, my goodness, in some platform. But over here, I am down to tell you that there's nothing to be glorified about. Yes, there's a lot of rigor that takes place behind research, but once you fall in love with research, you will easily pass off that particular stage. In fact, research is so very interesting that you can do a research on a coronavirus. You can do a research in any topic that you are interested in. You just need to identify the topic, You need to go through certain papers, certain articles to find out what's happening on that particular topic. You then need to decide on a method in which you will try to find the truth of that particular topic. Then what you're going to do is analyze the data that comes in and give your conclusion. That's it. And once you've done it, you should be happy that you have become a researcher and publishing papers. So, isn't research very interesting and very simple to do? So, the more important thing about research is that you have unearthed certain truths which nobody else knows. Now, you can easily go to people and say, I know this topic more than you. And see how people look up to you with respect. And that is where the respect of a researcher comes. Not to glorify, not to glamorize, but to be respectful as a friend. So a research is not a demon or a giant that you should be fearful about. Research is basically a friend, a philosopher and a guide who tells you something more so that you can tell everybody that you know more than the other person. So I'm sure that you would be very, very inquisitive to do certain research. And once you do it, be happy, tell people, disseminate the knowledge and say, I know something more than you in this particular topic. And look at how your friends, your family members, they are happy about it. And this is the best time to do research. You are at home. Take an inquisitive topic. Start thinking about those topics. Start getting the truth behind those topics. Okay, and see how much more you know than the other. The process I told you about identifying a topic, getting some documents for that particular topic, and then doing a certain data collection, moving on to a certain mechanism, and finally coming out with a certain conclusion. All these are nothing but parts of research. So I'm sure that you will find a little more interest than what you were, because anyways you were doing research, but till now you were not patting your back by saying, look, I am a researcher, I know something more than you. So the whole point about research is enjoy research, take research as your friend, and more importantly, learn the tricks about doing research. And of course, if you need further help, I am there to help you at Globsyn Amtala campus to guide you through a detailed process about how research is done, what kind of researches are there, and the next process is how you can publish those researches in forms of paper. I hope it was quite a fun to know that research is nothing but enjoyment and fun and knowing something more than what anybody else in this world would know. That's what makes you special. I hope each one of you want to be special. I hope each one of you gets the answer to how to deal with coronavirus, and I'm looking forward to see these bright minds to save our future from our planet. Thank you.